Good morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with the Chase.
No way.
My God!
Oh my God! That's a 1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's game. I must ask you a question right now.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Oh, whoa.
Sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live. You might wanna put my camera on.
Oh boy, what's he got in store? Oh, everyone. Ew. Oh my God. That's not what I expected. Come on. There's like a mist. There we go.
I got it! What's up, everybody? It's Monday. My name is Troy LaCastro. That's David Yarger. He's my broadcast partner, and this is Patrick.
Mom, as you can see, the cookies are a big hit today.
Couple cookies for the road for the kid. Couple cookies for the road. Giddy up. Yeah. Anyways, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. Great game I saw on Saturday. That was a lot of fun being out there in the snow. Had some fun. Got pelted with a couple of snowballs. Not a big deal. Walked away with a dub. Yes. Squish the fist.
Squish the
Dolphin!
I know what you meant to say.
Yeah, you know what I meant to say. Anyways, David, how was your weekend, buddy?
Fun. Watching that game on Saturday night was a lot of fun. I can only imagine what it was like being there. So,
yeah, it was a hell of a time. Snowed. It was like being in a movie. Snowed just at the right time. It was like perfect.
Well, it seemed like the place started going crazy when it started falling.
Yeah, it was nutty, man. Especially when they did the "Let It Snow," and then they cut the sound, and everybody just "Let it snow, let it snow." It was wild.
Yeah, you could hear it on TV. It was amazing.
Yeah, what a scene. Oh, look, NFL Gremlin. Now she wants to tell everybody that she was throwing snowballs. Naughty.
I know it was bad, but I was kind of laughing. The one play where they threw it to Hill in the end zone, and I just seen 6 snowballs go right at him. So wrong, but
so
whatever.
right. Anyways, why don't you get us started? We got to bookend the week. Obviously, You left us on Friday with some motivation, but let's get us rolling and get us ready for the holiday this weekend.
Yeah, let's do that.
We got to push forward.
Every interaction matters. Every relationship has value. You all know him as Gary V. So
I know that guy. He was at the National.
He was.
All right. Well, thanks for
like
that.
Across from us.
He was there.
He was there.
V friends. Thanks for that. All right, let's get to what we'll be discussing today. As always on a Monday, we'll have what's hitting shelves in this week's Wax. We'll also have a video from my discussion with Comic Guru. Wow, you gave him too much credit. Will Mason. We had a little fun Friday seeing who could rip packs the fastest. Take guesses who you think was the quickest in the chat. We'll show you the video later on. And then a case of 2017 National Treasures football has sold on the Golden Auction site. So if you guys are wise to football, you'll know why that's a big deal. Former President Donald Trump came out with a line of trading cards and NFTs. We'll have more on that from our guy, Meerkat. And the Aaron Judge ball also closed at Golden Auction this weekend. The 62nd home run ball officially sold. We'll see what it went for. And then we're on to our live guest for the day. We'll be hosting David Gonos. Yes, that's right. And, of course, finish that off with a box rib giveaway. That's going to be Topps Chrome Black today. We've got 2 boxes. Him and I are going to do a nice little box war.
Yeah, he let me pick the box, so it's all in my hands.
That's right. All right, and before we get to all of that, though, and before we get to this week's Wax, we got to see who's going to go home with the triple threads.
Yes.
Now, how did we tell people to enter that giveaway?
Wasn't it their favorite baseball card that they own?
Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, it was.
Sorry, it was a long weekend. I'm sorry. I had to dig into the memory bank.
That was great. This kid ain't rusty. He's always ready. He's camera ready. All right, so without further ado, Mr. Stevens, can I have a drum roll, please? It's going to be Tracy Laveau from YouTube with the comment of triple threads, triple relic of Cobb, Wagner, and Sizzler. Wow. Yeah, not the Sizzler like you go to eat, like Sizzler. So there you go, Tracy Laveau. Tracy, please look out for a reply to your comment on the YouTube from our DA Car World account. And once you see that, please email your shipping information to the Chase at dacarworld.com, and we'll get those shipped out to you pronto.
That's got to be a filthy card.
Yeah, if somebody's got a picture of that,
can you please send it to us?
I want to see that.
Definitely want to see that.
Yeah, definitely send us a picture of that. I want to see that. All right, how about this week's wax? Do you want to get us started?
Yeah, let's just get on with it, as Kanye West would say.
Oh boy.
So, let's get rolling with 2022 Bowman Draft Baseball. Here, we'll have 3 prospect autos per box, and you're going to want to collect the 200 card base set and look for 2022 MLB draft picks. Additionally, find chrome prospect autographs, as well as 2 refractor parallels per pack. Hey, this is going to include players such as number 1 overall pick Jackson Holliday, the son of Matt Holliday, Elijah Green, Kumar Rocker, and Brooks Lee. Additionally, on top of the hobby jumbo, we also have the super jumbo. So in the super, you can get 5 prospect autos, and you can search for franchise futures dual autographs. So a little difference between the two.
Also, too, will Andrew Jones' son be in there?
I don't know. I didn't see his name on the website, but okay. I can kind of assume he might have some stuff in there.
Okay, just when you said Matt Holliday, when you said Jackson, I was like, oh. Don't forget, too, we are going to have a bunch of breaks of that coming up later this week, Wednesday in particular, Wednesday and Thursday. Please go to dacarworld.com/live, go to the baseball tab, and there you'll see all the Bowman draft breaks that you guys can get into. We'll be ripping that here live and also in the lounge. We'll be doing a little back and forth Wednesday and Thursday this week. Please check that out. And Chad, if you could work your magic and please put that in the chat so people can find spots, I'd appreciate it.
Do you see some of these emotes?
Yeah, shout out Tyler Prigionieri. Tyler, we don't give him enough credit out loud, but Tyler coming in clutch with the emotes. So if you are subscribed to the channel, you have access to our emotes. Happy Monday, H. Cooper. I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you here. My Gabagool one is in there.
I saw you in that one.
Yeah, get the Gabagool one going. Look at Cheesy is doing all of them. All right, next up, we're going to stick with baseball, this time for 2022 Topps 5-Star Baseball Hobby. Here you'll have 2 on-card autographs per box, 1 golden graphs per case, and 1 silver signatures per case. The product is loaded, as you'll want to look for rare cut signature cards and autographed relic book cards. Of course, look out for those rookies such as J-Rod, Bobby Witt Jr., Jeremy Pena, Wander Franco, and O'Neal Cruz. There are 8 boxes per case and 1 pack per box.
Nice. Still some more baseball. A lot of baseball for the winter. Just throw that out there. We're going to have 2022 Topps Chrome Update Series Hobby. Here you'll find 3 Chrome base cards and 1 purple parallel per pack. Also, look for autographs from MLB rookies, like Troy just said, and look for numbered parallels, including that special 1-of-1 Superfractor.
And from the diamond to the octagon, oh, said that weird, the octagon, we have 2022 Donruss Optic UFC. With Optic, you'll find 1 autograph per box, 20 inserts or parallels per box, and you'll want to search for them tans. Look for a variety of stunning parallels, including pink Velocity, black Velocity, and the iconic gold vinyl limited to 1 copy each. Pull autographs in rated rookie signatures, voices of the octagon signatures, and optigraphs. Does that mean I can get Bruce Buffer?
That's what I was thinking.
It's time
to go to the next release.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on.
Yeah! Let's get to one of my personal favorites.
Oh, you rat.
Coming on Friday, we got 2022 Prism Racing Hobby. Yes, we got NASCAR. Here, you'll get 4 autographs per box, 4 hyper red and blue prisms per box, as well as 6 silver prisms per box. Look for 6 ultra rare inserts to hunt for, including new additions like Red Alert, USA, Checker Flag, and more. Give me that Dale Jr. card. What do you say?
Well, you know what I always say, David. Raise hell, praise Dale.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Last but certainly not least, we got 2022 Garbage Pail Kids Goes on Vacation Series 2 Hobby Collector's Edition. You kidding me? Look for new artwork, sketch cards, luggage tags, and autographs. Travel in style with these hobby collectors exclusive Garbage Pail Kids luggage tags featuring some of the crudest and rudest Garbage Pail Kid characters. There are 8 boxes per case, 24 packs per box, and 8 cards per pack.
We need to rip that.
Hell yeah. I want to get an auto. I want to get an auto of an artist. That would be awesome.
Yes, Garbage Pail Kid auto. What do you say? All right, now that you know what's hitting shelves, let's head to Around the Hobby. First, we recently had our comic guru and head comic buyer, Will Mason, on the set. Will let us know about some new comic product from Hit Parade that's hitting the Hit Parade shelves that is also available for pre-sale on the DA Card World website. He mentioned the chasers for the new product, so you know the big hits. So why don't we take a look at that clip?
So we'll start with the gold edition. Those are going to retail at $499.95 per box. So, and to start off, we'll show you this beauty. This is a Venom Lethal Protector #1 rare black cover variant. So the story with this book is that when this book went to print, it was a red foil cover. There was a certain amount of them that had a misprint, either an ink issue or when they were coming off the heat from the lines, that caused them to have this black foil cover with like red splattering on it. These books are pretty rare. You don't see them all that often. The cool part about this, as you can see, is that this is signed by just about every part of the creative team that introduced this book, including Todd McFarlane, the creator. I mean, everyone knows Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, you see him there front and center.
Right. I mean, so this is just, and to, again, to have a shot at this coming out of this box, I mean, someone pulls this and for what they paid for a gold box, they're going to be very pleased.
Oh, hi. Very pleased indeed.
Come out
Hello,
to the
nice to meet you.
Hey, come out to the wide. Yeah, thanks. Anyways, if you want to see that full video, if you're interested in what Will has to say, and if you want to see more of the chasers and what's going to be in the gold, platinum, and black, I believe it was, watch the whole video on our YouTube, youtube.com/DA Card World.
There you go.
Check that out there. All right, on Friday, we had a little bit of fun around the office, as we usually do, of course. We went around to the content team, and we saw who could rip a pack of cards the fastest. We may have even checked outside the content team. But you guys guessed earlier. You still got time to guess now. Who do you think was the fastest? Well, we're going to see who the fastest was right now.
We've got packs of Bundesliga soccer from 2021 to 22. We're going to do a little bit of a test on our breakers. Who's got the quickest hands? You ready, Luke?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh no. I'm gonna be the slowest, dude. You gotta give us the hardest packs to open, huh? All right, what was that?
10.15 seconds. All right, Chase, you ready?
Yeah, just open it.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Is this a race? Am I supposed to try to win?
Yes.
Oh. It's hard to grip. Oh, I got it. Now what?
16.92.
Did I win?
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
What kind of pack did I grab here?
3, 2, 1, go. 4.33.
You wouldn't have got caught.
I got caught.
You were definitely at 2 seconds.
I got caught at the end.
You were
there was like a little,
there's
a little snag.
Good.
Oh well. This one right here.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh
Oh no, I'm fumbling the bag.
4.32.
Oh no.
All right, Sean, are you ready?
Yes.
Director of Breaking. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, who do I gotta beat though?
Sean has 2.6.
2.6.
Yes. You ready?
I didn't know he was involved. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are you kidding me? Guess what? This is the day where the pupil becomes the master. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Okay. Count me down.
3, 2, 1, go. 3 seconds.
Let's go! If you eat first or last, right? 3, 2, 1, go.
Winner.
Oh!
Did I really?
Wow.
All right, let me put this out here. First of all, I thought it was just going to be the content team. So, am I sour that I technically was second? Yeah. I mean, I think I'm the rightful winner. Keith and I already talked about, I think we're going to do a battle, him and I.
I'm interested to see that. I'm a little pissed off at myself. I had it perfectly, and then I hit a snag in the corner, and I'm like, I don't want to ruin the cards. So I had to be gentle.
You got to understand, I have a lot of respect for Sean, and Sean is like the head honcho. So the fact that I beat him is why I looked insanely like happy. I was elated that I beat Sean. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean,
I was.
Sean's still going to be the break god on Elena's tier list. So
It was like Miyagi to Daniel, in my opinion. Seriously, that's how it felt to me. All right. Well, we had a lot of fun there, so obviously you'll see some more fun stuff for us. Did you guys guess right?
I don't know. Did anybody guess?
I
Keith?
don't know. Did you guys guess correctly? No, they guessed me. Some people guessed me.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't me.
All right. Go on, you're up.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah,
All right.
cheers. I'm like, what are you doing?
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Hey, long
Next up-
weekend.
Next up, we were talking about it. A case of 2017 National Treasures football was sold on the Golden auction site. 2017, if you remember, I'm here. That's who was in that case. A guy named Patrick Mahomes. That was his rookie year, as well as a guy named Mitch Trubisky. Just going to throw that name out there, too. The factory sealed case consists of 8 cards per box. The case sold for $33,600. Yes, you heard that right. Hopefully that buyer gets a one-of-one Mahomes shield or just kind of hangs on to it.
Yeah, well, here, listen, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Guess what Trubisky has that Mahomes doesn't? Trubisky has an MVP. He has the Nickelodeon MVP.
That's true.
I don't see Mahomes with one of those.
I think he has 2 of them, doesn't he?
So how about that? He might be. All I'm saying is I told David, too, though, I think you sit on the case.
Oh, you 10,000% sit on it.
So speaking of golden auctions, the illustrious Aaron Judge 60-second home run ball owned by Corey Humans finally sold. After turning down an initial offer of $3 million, wait for this, he elected to head to auction on Golden. The ball sold over the weekend for $1.5 million.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the guy didn't need the money, let's be honest. Some question whether the ball would have got $1 million if he signed with San Francisco, but in the end, Judge re-signed with New York, and the record-holding ball is now off the market.
Gone forever.
That's it.
All right, next up, our guy Meerkat got to talk about a new brand of trading cards that hit the interwebs last week. What is this new brand? Oh, interesting. Yes, the 45th president himself, Donald Trump, came out with a trading card / NFT line. What else would you expect? Let's show the clip from Meerkat's discussion on Card News Now. And don't forget, you can tune into Card News Now every day.
Next up, and I can't believe I'm actually about to cover this, but the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has released his own digital trading cards. Trump released a major announcement from his Truth Social account this morning, stating that for the first time ever, you can collect your own rare digital collectible trading cards by former President Trump. These digital cards feature artwork depicting Trump and certain moments throughout his life. According to Trump, they're like baseball cards, but more exciting, of course. Each individual card is available for $99 per, and every purchase of one of these digital cards gets you an entry into a sweepstakes to win things like dinner with Trump, a round of golf at Mar-a-Lago, or even guarantee yourself an in-person experience with Donnie himself by buying at least 45 of these NFTs and securing your ticket to a South Florida gala where he will be in attendance. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than head to collecttrumpcards.com to get yourself one of these pieces.
It's going to be great. I'm sure it's the best card line ever.
I don't know if anybody watched the video, but this is how he opened it up. He goes, better than Washington, better than Lincoln. They're more exciting than baseball cards.
Yeah, that video was something else that was on the site. They sold out, though. It was like $4-something million.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad you brought that up.
Unbelievable.
Let's make that apparent that, remember, Meerkat did this video on Friday. I feel like within 24 hours of him making the Card News Now video, gone.
I don't know what sold
They
out
were
faster.
gone.
I don't know what sold out faster, the Brock Purdy instant cards or the Donald Trump cards.
Oh, that's some interesting company right there. Brock Purdy and Donald Trump.
Speaking of selling out, you know what's going to be flying off shelves are Lionel Messi cards.
Yeah, looking forward to that. We'll talk a little more World Cup, but I think it's time for our live guests.
I think so.
How about it? So next up, it's David Gonos from The Athletic. While writing for The Athletic, Gonos is also an avid collector and big hobby advocate. So, without further ado, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. We've been talking for weeks. I'm really happy to have him on today. So, David, good morning. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Gentlemen, good morning to you guys, man. You guys got to come with some energy on a Monday morning. I love it.
I feel like we have to. You know what I mean? Or like
after the week, yeah, your weekend, the Buffalo weekend. It's a pretty good weekend.
We
Yeah.
did. I would say we
It
had
was
a
a good
solid
one.
weekend in Buffalo. That's for sure. We lucked out. So yeah, I had a little extra pep in my step today, I think.
Nice. I'm a Bucks fan, so the pep has been removed officially from my step.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because my dad, not to go too far down the rabbit hole, but my dad is a Bengals fan, okay? And we're actually going to the Monday night game in a few weeks, Bills and Bengals. So safe to say he was pretty happy last night. But my dad is a man of few words, so I text him and I go, I saw they came back and won. And he just goes, yep. So I was like, all right, that's the excitement I'm going to get out of him. So
Note, maybe don't have dad as a guest.
there you go, right. Which is fun. It's funny, I say that, like, he's a man of few words through text, but you get him talking, forget about it. Forget about it.
Nice.
But that's for another day. But seriously, thank you so much for joining us. We had been talking for a couple weeks in communication, so glad to finally put the face and the voice with the name. What do you say we get into the interview? How's that?
Sounds good.
All right, great.
So where are you guys Oh wait, so you're interviewing me? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I get this. It's always a mix-up.
Yeah, hi, first time, long time caller.
It's like Step Brothers. We're going to interview you.
Yeah, we're flipping the script on you today. Yeah, we're gonna let you take
behind me.
you take a little bit of a break. You know, you just sit there, relax. We'll just do some collect and talk. So Christmas obviously coming up this weekend, and for those who observed, you reshared your ultimate collector's gift guide from last holiday season. What are some things you suggest to our audience for the collectors in their lives?
So for your audience, they're already collectors. You know, like that article was written specifically for people that have collector friends that they don't know what to get them. But in your case, you already have collectors in there. Some of the things that I think a collector would really think is awesome to buy another collector, you can buy their custom paintings. And it's at the bottom of that article. There's a woman that does these custom paintings of any card you want. And so there's like Michael Jordan 1986 Fleer rookie card painting, Mickey Mantle. There's some really awesome paintings. And to put that up behind any collector, like that's something, I mean, that's a pretty cool gift. Like if they figured out what your favorite card was and they got that thing painted. That'd be pretty awesome. I think it's in watercolor. She does it. Another thing I think is really cool is Topps does custom cards, and it's $10 for 20 cards, and you basically go in and you pick. I think there's like 5 or 8 different Topps designs on there, and you can put your picture of you or your family or your dog or whatever, and then you get those sent to you, and you can give them out to whatever. So I know a lot of people actually do those for like family pictures. As a matter of fact, one of the guys I know at Topps, that's one of his thing is he has people asking him every year, hey, do you have the new cards of your daughters? Like he puts his daughters in those cards, and now he's got people asking for them. So for $10, like that's pretty tough to beat. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think that's great value there, and I feel like we should have done that. So maybe next year, I'm going to put that in mind for next year. We're going to do that.
Yeah, love some good custom cards.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, for you guys, really, like the Chase card, and that's something I bet you all your viewers like. That'd be a pretty cool giveaway.
Would?
Yeah. See? People, I think people would really be stoked about that. I would love to just have one for us, just to give each other. That would be fun.
All right, that'd be cool to
And
have.
you get a wood burning set, and you etch in like 1 of 20 or something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't like the half-ass thing. So if we're gonna have cards, it's gonna have the full Monty. It's gonna have numbering. Maybe a piece of whatever I was wearing that day. The whole 9.
Some Troy.
And ding
Troy
the corners on like 7 of them, just to really give you that experience.
Put it in ding it and then put it in a top loader. No problem. I got it.
Pretty good.
So among the videos that you put on your YouTube, you recently revealed your grading orders. We just got your HGA reveal about a month ago. What's the next order you're going to be revealing?
I'm going to be sending some in to SGC. I haven't in a couple weeks, but I'm sending some in to SGC. I have like a James Harden rookie in there, Pete Rose 68 Topps in there, Kawhi Leonard. I even got some, like, I don't have any racing cards, like F1, and George Russell. Like this year I've gotten into F1 a little bit, and George Russell's been my guy. So I got a George Russell rookie that I bought in there. Nothing crazy, just some fun ones. I had a second-year Steph Curry card in there, so nothing really outstanding or crazy, though.
Still cool, though.
Oh, absolutely, especially the George Russell, as an emerging sport for sure. And James Harden, very interesting because I don't know if you saw it, David, but the other day he had a quote where he said the only thing he's missing from being one of the players who changed the game of basketball is the ring.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty right on spot. I saw a stat the other day that showed like the most 50-point games.
Yeah.
And he was up there. He was like top 6, top 5, I think, for most 50-point games in a career. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's funny, like these guys the past couple years, they've been a little tarnished, like him, Russell Westbrook. Like Russell Westbrook's still a top 75 guy.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, like all the stuff's going on. Like these are guys that, I mean, they really are amazing players. We're going to look back 10 years from now, and this era right now has some insane, awesome Hall of Famers that are moving out of the sport. Chris Paul, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and then a ton of like incredible young talent that's coming in with Ja and Zion, Luke, like all these guys that are 24, 25 years old, Jason Tatum. Like we're in a really weird spot, and it reminds me kind of like the mid 90s when you had the dream teamers that were kind of at the ends of their careers. And then you had Garnett and Iverson and Kobe and Dirk was coming in. Like you really had this nice mixture of both of them. And look what we ended up with. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, as we like to talk about the hobby here, obviously a good time to be a collector too. Good time to be a fan, but also a good time to be a collector for that exact reason that you're talking about there.
NBA is in a terrific spot with its superstars. They're
for sure. Definitely know how to build. Definitely know how to market their players for sure. So we know that when you do your grading reveals, you pretty much do every company. I know you do PSA. I know you do Beckett. I know you do SGC. From a customer and collector standpoint, what's the best grading experience that you feel like you've ever had?
Well, I'd say, honestly, I've become an SGC fan. Like PSA, obviously the resale value speaks for them alone, that they're kind of, But for the people, for a company that's really looking out for what I want or what I need, I feel like that's SGC. I feel like they give you the speed. The price is good. You know, it's not PSA's insane bulk price with the longer lead times, but it's still a good price, consistent, reliable. And to me, Peter Goldstein, I believe, the CEO, I always say his name Goldberger. I always met Steinberg. I was getting mixed up. Anyways, he's so forward. He's so in front of everybody, lets everybody know what's going on. And as a consumer, like, you can't ask for more than that to find out what is coming up for them, why they're doing what they're doing, all that stuff. So I appreciate that as a consumer, but then also as somebody that does cards and collectibles, it helps give me some content.
Yeah. And I mean, we've had the privilege of talking to some SGC people.
Yeah.
And, you know,
we did
all
it
class.
right at the National.
Yeah, all class. We got to meet the shoe. The
We
MJ
did one of
shoe.
the Jordan shoes that they had on display. So yeah, that was cool.
Oh,
Good
that's
experience.
So
Nice.
I know you talk a lot about fantasy sports. So obviously the hobby has some sleepers, as does fantasy. Who are some of your current waiver wire pickups, you could say, as a collector?
You know, it's funny, like, so the whole reason I'm kind of into doing cards and collectibles for the Athletic is because I've just started to just go away from fantasy. I started playing fantasy in 1989 and started writing about it online in 2000. So I've been just writing nonstop, and it's one of those things for me that kind of became a job more than fun, which, you know, is a thing that happens, right? So in the past few years, I've kind of just turned into more cards and collectibles type stuff. So fantasy-wise, I'm not really the guy. I still help them. Really, what my role there at this point is doing some of the fun articles, like fantasy team names and different ideas for your league, like different rule ideas and stuff like that. So that's probably more down my lane.
So collecting wise, you know, to put a spin on the question, if there was somebody on waiver wire right now for collecting, what player would you tell everyone to pick up?
You know, it's weird. Like, we were just talking about basketball, so I'll go to basketball. But Bol has a shot to be the most improved player of the year. He's starting right now. If he wasn't starting, I'd say his shot for sixth man of the year. But the Magic have been using him so much, nobody was expecting this. He's been on, I want to say, 4 or 5 teams since coming into the league a few years ago. So nobody was expecting this. If you watch his game and then watch some videos of Wembayama, they're not too dissimilar. I mean, it's pretty close. Bol has the 3-pointers. He's got the block shots down low. Like, nobody's getting near him. He alters shots. So to me, I think he's somebody that you could pick up very cheap. You could get some silver hollows of Bol pretty cheap and get some good return on that eventually.
I love that you mentioned Bol because he's having an incredible season.
Player's so nice, they named him twice. You know?
It's funny because I saw your tweet about Bol. So as soon as you started saying that, I was like, this guy's a Bol fan. I love it. So like that tip that you just gave folks there, you share a lot of collecting tips with your viewers on your YouTube page. What's the best collecting tip you've ever received that you try to preach to today's collectors?
It's a stupid tip, but it's only because, you know, I'm wearing glasses, so obviously my sight's not the best. But my favorite tip is when you go to put a card in a penny sleeve, just cut a little slit out of that corner with a razor or a pair of scissors. Just cut a slit, and then when you go to put the card in, it doesn't hit both corners. You can put it in, and it goes to the side and slides down. It sounds so stupid. I mean, it's a simple tip, but to me, that was one of the best. I saw that, and that just like blew my mind.
Yeah, no, I'm smiling though because that is a great tip that I learned early on. I did, and when I said that, I'm like, you're right. It's perfect. It's nice and gentle. It's way more room in there. So that is that is a underrated tip in my opinion.
Right? Yeah, right. I'm good. Thanks.
I mean, I had never heard it, so you know, you're learning something new every day. So I appreciate that. So, you know, we talk a lot about hobby research and how much time it takes to really dig deep into the hobby, how much time would you say you devote to your collecting notes before you write or create a video centered around cards?
So a lot of my videos and my articles are based around sports card collectors that are working with a limited budget. So you guys, I mean, the stuff you guys go through is, I mean, you guys have the new releases that are, you know, $1,000 boxes plus, and you do the releases that, you know, I might end up buying that are a lot cheaper. So you guys have that range. To me, I'm always looking for like the budget stuff to help people. Maybe it's something, maybe it's a retail thing, or maybe it's a low price thing on Topps website or something like that. But that's kind of course, I completely forgot what the question was, but that's pretty much what I center my content. Oh, how much time do I use for it? So with that, a lot of information is available because it's collecting on a budget. There's a lot of stuff that's out there. So I would say probably at least an hour to 2 hours a day. I'm on my phone reading stuff or watching stuff or learning about something or reaching out to somebody about something or whatever. But I'd say probably a couple hours a day.
Sounds
and really, it's, you know, like I said, the fantasy stuff became work, but writing about cards is still fun. So
yeah, doing all that research. I mean, I still feel that way too. When you're researching cards or something like that, you kind of get that like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, you kind of you're educating yourself while you're trying to educate others.
Exactly.
And speaking of all the educational videos that you do on your page, what's the feedback like after you put up some of the instructional content?
I'll tell you what, so far it's been incredibly positive. Every now and then I'll get somebody that was like somebody commented on my athletic, that the one that they just reposted. Somebody commented this week, and it said something like, that was tendential, like just this super big word, and this was incredibly boring read. But everyone else, literally everyone else that commented, like another 40 comments that were like, thank you so much, this was awesome, I appreciate it. So there's people that it's not for, there's people that my videos aren't for, and those are, you know, they might be like super hardcore collectors that, I mean, they know leaps and bounds beyond what I know. But for me, a lot of the people that are watching it are like me in that they've only gotten back into collecting in the past 3 or 4 years. So I was a card collector as a kid in the 70s and well through the 80s and into obviously the junk wax era. Got married, which is like the code for this is when your collecting stops for a while. And then eventually you get back into it a little bit more. So that's kind of where I stand. So my content is stuff I've learned for myself in the past 3 or 4 years that I'm then returning to people who I think are also back. Now, let me ask you a question. So what's the percentage you think of people that collect cards right now that didn't buy blasters in 2017 or 2018? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know if I could put an exact number on it, like percentage wise, but I would say probably more than half.
Yeah, that was my guy. I guess about 75%. Like, there's a large group of collectors that have always remained collectors, but there's a large group of us that have kind of jumped in, obviously, in the past few years when it's blown up. But I think that number is so big now. A lot of that's going to fall off, and it already has started to fall off. A lot of it's fallen off, but I think that's going to stay. I don't think we're going to see like we did after the junk wax era, for instance.
Well, like you were mentioning too about being in it, being out of it, getting back into it. Same kind of thing happened to me. And I'll be honest that when I worked in the hobby before, it was blasters, hobby, hanger, jumbo packs, retail, whatever. I come back, now there's H2, there's mega boxes, there's just so many more options that I feel like you don't necessarily have to lean on a blaster. And of course, with the boom that happened, just market in general, anywhere, didn't matter where, some of the prices I saw for blasters, I was like, it was very eye-opening to me, you know? I was like, whoa. So...
yeah, I was the same way. I'm very new to the hobby, I guess you could say. I collected when I was a kid, got out of it, and about a year ago, I'd say, started getting back into it. And I seen some of the prices when I got back in, and I'm like, Holy Toledo.
Whole different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you think back to when, at least for when I was a kid, you would buy a pack, you'd buy a few packs, like 5 packs was a big deal. I remember my dad bought a box of 1978 Topps for $8, and he brought a box home for me and my 3 brothers. And every day, that was my first fantasy draft. We drafted, they were cello packs, and we drafted which packs we wanted to open. So it was like a fantasy draft because whoever was on the front or on the back. So for each day, we got to open one of those packs. Now, I mean, you go to a card store now, you're buying boxes, DA Cardboard, like you're buying blasters and boxes, and it's a whole different deal than I used to go to and just buy variety, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. With that said, though, DA Cardboard, one of the things I love about you guys is you do have a lot of packs, single packs available. So whenever, like I like to go on your site to buy older blasters, like 2019 Topps Stadium Club or something like that, and then as a little add-on, I'll go through and shop a few packs and just get a few packs thrown in. But because to me, that was the hobby when I was a kid. You got this variety of stuff. So I love that about DA Cardboard.
And now, as someone who has their finger on the pulse of this hobby, what are some things that you think people may be overreacting to right now?
So I think a lot of people are overreacting to grading cards. You know, like in a way that their grading cards is turned into the junk slab era. I do think there are a lot of bad cards that have gotten graded, and those are, you can consider them junk, junk slabs. But we're also 2-3 years in, so who knows what happens to Kyle Lewis in the next 5 years. Some of these guys that have kind of just petered out, we're still in the early going to see what they might become. So that's one thing I would say is let's not freak out and not get cards graded anymore. Certain cards should get graded. Obviously, there's a lot of overproduction with a lot of products from some of the manufacturers in the past couple years. So base cards, obviously, getting those graded, you really have to pick and choose before you do something like that. But that's where, then you be a smart investor, and maybe instead of sending it in to grade, maybe you go and jump on eBay and you get one that is already graded for the price you would have sent in for grading. But yeah, there's a lot of different things right now. It's changing as we speak. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the book. There's a book called Mint Condition, How a Childhood Hobby Turned into an Obsession, something like that. And it was written in 2010. And even then they were talking about grading, those cards were being overgraded and all the different stuff in there. But it's an absolutely fantastic, you can buy that on eBay for like $5, that book. But to me, it's one of those things where it's like, figure out what you like to collect and then figure out what the best of it is. Like, for instance, let's see, wrong finger. So these displays up here, a lot of them are my childhood collection that were, these were beaten up. I used to shoot paper wads at them with a rubber band and stuff, and they're beaten up. But like, I got a George Brett 3 PSA 3 rookie card that I still love, even though it's a 3. I'm like a 3. So I can live with that. That's all right. But so what I do is with these collections is I have like basketball, football, and baseball, and I've figured out to pick 36. They fit 36 in each of those displays. So I pick 36 cards or players that I want to collect over all of that sport. And then I try to get the best card I can of that player at the highest grade that I can afford. So in a lot of cases, there's 3s, there's, I have a PSA 1 up there, Mickey Mantle PSA 1. So a lot of times that's what you get. But now as you collect, you start replacing those slabs with other good, better cards, or maybe it's an earlier year in their career. Maybe it's a lower grade, but it's an earlier year. So you start refining that collection. To me, it's been a nice way to kind of hone down my collection. I'm sure you guys know when you first jump back into it, it's just like shotgun. You're just like, I want that. I want some of those. I want 3 of them. And then you get them back and you're like, oh, well, I only like this one out of all these. So what was I doing? And then you kind of focus a little bit more. So that's kind of what I've done with my collection, so I might help someone else out there do it like that.
Hey, I know exactly what you're talking about because right now my basement is flooded with cards. So
I didn't think I'd be the irresponsible adult in this situation, but I guess I am. So kind of wrapping things up as we head into the new year, something I want to ask you about. Let's talk about Packstravaganza. Let the people at home know what's going on. What is this Packstravaganza?
So there's a few different moving parts to it, but essentially for your readers, it's a 7-day giveaway. It's a 7-day event. We're giving away hundreds of cards and hundreds of dollars worth of cards, including at the very end, we're going to give away one vintage SGC slab of a vintage card, probably from the 60s. I'd say a Hall of Famer, but Pete Rose might be the player. So Hall of Famer or Pete Rose. And it's going to be 21 different winners. So we're going to have 3 winners a day, 21 winners over that course of 7 days. And there's a few different ways to get into it, including there's a video on my YouTube channel, David Gonos. And by commenting on there and subscribing and liking and posting your favorite Topps rookie card, and just watch the video and give you a little more explanation on what you need, what to do. But it's easy, it's free. And some of the stuff we're giving away is pretty awesome. We're doing, so we talked about opening up old packs and stuff like that. So like I've got 1983 and 1985 and 87, 1990 Topps. I have 1989 Upper Deck we're going to be ripping. So like I said, 3 people a day. One of them is going to be from my top commenters. I call them my happy hobbyists. Those are the guys that have supported my channel through the years. So 7 of those guys, 7 random commenters from the video, and then 7 what I call the contributors, the super thanks contributors. So these are people that donate on my channel. So, and I'll explain a little bit more. This isn't just a money grab. I promise. It's not. So the top 3 that contribute are automatically in on the giveaway. And then the bottom 4, or then the next 4 people for that group will be a random selection. But when I get that money, after YouTube takes their chunk out, that money is what's going to buy that vintage slab. So right now, I know it's going to be at least $100 slab. I'm buying a $100 slab that will be the last that card we give away. But if, say, we get $500 in super thanks, then after YouTube takes theirs, it'd be like a $300 SGC vintage slab card that I'll be buying. So the super thanks is really, none of it's staying here. It's all going back into a card to give away. But that's one way to kind of not guarantee your way in, but to give you the best shot of locking in a spot. But so far, it's been well received. And really, this is something I like to do. I'm going to do every year, but it's something I like the hobby to get into. Is every year in January, this is going to be the Packstravaganza is going to happen in like mid to late January, and just have everybody do a giveaway for their followers. And January is a spot I'm picking because it's kind of a dead time. Yeah. Like Topps isn't tripping on anything right then. So that's kind of why I picked that time. And the sponsors I've gotten, DA Card World is sending me boxes of card or product to rip. Topps is sending me boxes to rip. SGC they're going to grade 10 cards basically. So the way I'm going to do it is 1 card on every one of those 7 days. The best card, I'm calling it the top hat because it's going to go in a tuxedo eventually. So it's the top hat. And then at the end of the 7 days, I'm going to pick 3 of the best cards that weren't among those top hats. So 10 free graded SGC cards, SGC t-shirts, breaking mats. I've got buysportscards.com. They sponsored us. They sent us a bunch of cards. On Wisconsin, they're a Twitter breaker. They sent us some product. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be ripped. So 21 winners, it sounds like, it's just muddled down. It's going to be watered down. But a lot of people are going to get a lot of good stuff, I think.
Wow. That sounds like a hell of a way to start the new year. What a way to ring in 2023. And as you had mentioned, David Adams is going to be sending you some stuff. Well, David, I'm glad you said that because right here with me on the set, we've got our packs and blasters that we are going to be sending out to you. We've got some Stadium Club.
Nice.
Some update from 18. So you're going Shohei hunting. We've got some 18 right here. So there you go. We're going to be sending those out to you after we get off the air. We'll make sure we start shipping them out. So those are for the Packstravaganza. A little bit of our contribution to you.
How great is that? That is amazing. You guys, so what I kind of wanted to do is I wanted to get one person or one company from kind of each level in the collecting industry. So like the grading card company, SGC jumped in. They were happy to help. DA Cardwell, I reached out. You guys were like ecstatic that that was fantastic. So you guys are like the card store that's helping. On Wisconsin is like the breaker that I'm using. Cardboard Gold is the card supplies people that they're sponsoring. They're giving some product in. So it's been awesome. The Athletic is doing a couple of free subscriptions to some users. So I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, you guys sending that stuff, that's awesome, man. I wasn't sure, you guys said, yeah, we'll get in. I wasn't sure what to expect. So I've been, I think we're going to get some awesome stuff. Once I get everything, I've been doing kind of shorts, YouTube shorts of the stuff I'm getting in that we'll be opening. And each of those 7 days is going to have a little bit of everything, but not everything. So like you showed like the 2018 Topps update. That'll probably be like, a couple days, 2 or 3 days, we'll have some of those. And then the other days we'll have, each day we'll have one pack of 1989 Upper Deck. So Griffey's going to be a hunt on every single one of those days. But a lot of the other stuff is going to mix in. So it's going to be different on each day, especially with that stack of stuff you got right there. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Well, we love to collaborate, and obviously this sounds so much fun. So happy hobbyists, chasers, and DA Card World chat. Link up. Check out Packstravaganza. We'll be shipping these off, so you'll be seeing this stuff, the 2018, the 2019, some more 2018. Go and Shohei hunting. So, David, what we like to do for all of our guests as we send them on their way, if you will, we like to roll out the red carpet. Let everybody know at home how they can follow you and how they can watch Packstravaganza.
Absolutely. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which is David Gonos, not real creative, and it's Gonos, the Packstravaganza is the top video on that channel. You can also go to my website, davidgonos.com, and there's an article on there, which is funny because I used DA Card World for this article to find out, coming back into the hobby, you're like, well, what's the best card from 2014 Topps update? Like, you don't know what the best rookies are. So I went through DA Card World, and you guys do a lot of that. When you search 2014 Topps update, you'll see the rookies to get, Mookie Betts, Jacob deGrom. So I did an article based on all of that. Top rookies to get from 2012 series, every series until now. And that's at the top, and that has the Packstravaganza video in there. You can follow me at Twitter, at David Gonos, DavidGonos, and the same thing for Instagram as well.
All right.
Beauty.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There you have it. David Gonos. David, once again, thanks for joining us, and have a great holiday. We hope to speak to you again soon, and good luck with Packstravaganza.
Thank you, guys. I love your podcast. You guys do an awesome job, a lot of fun, and love the Buffalo Bills. Big fan. So
there we go. Go Bills. Thanks, David. We'll see you soon.
All right,
have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Love that. It wasn't us shouting out the Bills for once. Just remember that. David was shouting, "Go Bills, baby."
He said it, not me.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't Yarger for once.
Said it, not me.
All right, we got 6 minutes to do this. Good news is this is a quick rip today. We're going to have a little bit of a box battle between your boy and your other boy. We've got Top Chrome Black 2022 baseball. How are people going to win this?
We're running out of baseball things to
I
say.
know.
Should we just say your favorite sports movie?
Ooh. Favorite baseball movie?
Sure. Favorite baseball movie.
Favorite baseball movie. I like that. That was a good one. Were you harboring that one?
I was just kind of debating. I'm like, we've done like every possible baseball scenario because we've done a lot of baseball rips lately, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just kind of go out of the box. Let's go to the movies.
I like it. I like it. Look, H. Cooper said, ooh, that's a hard one. So we're making people think. So there you go, in the Twitch chat. And, of course, when we upload the video to YouTube, in the comments, let us know what your favorite baseball movie is. Okay.
Where's your cutter?
Oh, God.
What the hell? Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Higgy, you really outdid yourself this time.
Wouldn't you have it? It's the elf.
On a
It's the
shelf.
homemade elf on the shelf.
The elf on the shelf.
Patrick Higgins, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is just a creative genius. Love that guy. All right, Mr. Stevens, can we go to the top camera, please? Dolphin, he is the dolphin.
That is the dolphin. Oh, whoever just said hardball.
Great
Love
movie.
that. Great comment.
I
Keanu
love it
Reeves.
when you call me Big Pop. Throw your hands in the air. If you's a true
real
player. Master Zine said he's impressed with you. Master Zine says he's impressed with you. All right, if you guys don't know how this goes, the auto is going to be on the bottom, so I'm going to attempt to do this. Jeez, that was like sticking. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. We'll save that for last, of course. Empty box. Bing, bang, boom. All right. Good luck, all. Ooh.
Oh.
David's boy, Jose Ramirez. Jaron Duran, rookie. And our numbered card here, going to be purple. Andrew Vaughn.
Not bad. Young
That
guy
is
for
out
Chicago.
of 150.
Young guy for Chicago. They got hopes for him.
There you go. Out of 150. All right. And our auto. This is like sticking to this. Rookie shield?
He's got a red.
Oh, Reds? Tony Perez?
All right.
Little legend auto there. Did he play with the Big Red Machine?
I'm not sure.
I think Tony Perez did play with the Big Red Machine. All right. So there you go. Let's flip it over to Mr. Yarger.
All right, here we go. See, I always come prepared. I got a cutter over here.
Damn, he's come prepared.
Yeah.
Crafty Reddy said, yes, Big Red Machine. Very nice. Yes, he was with the Big Red Machine. So there you go. That was what, 74, 75 back-to-back World Series champions? Or 75, 76? I know it was 75.
So, Troy, while we're on the topic,
Yes.
what's your favorite baseball movie?
This is a hard one. I agree with Heather. I love The Sandlot so much. I do like Hardball. That's a really good one.
Hardball's a very good movie.
Moneyball's good too, Patrick, for
Moneyball.
sure. I think I gotta
Good
go
call.
Sandlot.
Ooh,
It's
there you go.
iconic.
Bobby Wood Jr., rookie.
Nice.
On
The first
base.
one. Don't you ever say which Sandlot ever again.
Just need to be clear.
Bryce Harper.
Ooh, Tyler had a good one. Angels in the outfield.
Bryce Harper out of 50.
Nice. Okay.
So
I think
nice
David might win this box,
I don't know.
guys.
What would you guys call this? Is this the yellow or the gold? Either way. Out of
I
50.
think gold's out of 50.
Yeah. And then George Springer. And that one is out of 199.
Springer Dinger.
Springer. Okay. And last but certainly not
This
least.
says David wins on the first card. Yes. Oh, no.
Here we go. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we have an Astro.
Paint. No rookie shield, though. Interesting.
Kyle Tucker.
Okay. All right.
Funny. I just seen a video on him this morning. So Kyle Tucker. Nice. Little Kyle Tucker auto. Houston outfielder. Not too shabby, as one would say.
David definitely wins. I'm giving
right.
him that one. Hey, give it up
Whoa,
for David.
we won. Finally
Give it up for
won.
David, huh?
I'm like the little Giants. I get one.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us today here on The Chase. Thanks again for joining us. As always, we'll be back on Wednesday with another wonderful episode before the holidays. Make sure you are following us on DA Cardworld across all social media platforms. Make sure you are also following us on DA_The Chase across all social media platforms. Jersey John is going to be live in the lounge after this with your group breaks and your personal breaks all day. Don't forget, you can listen to us too. We're on Spotify and Apple, wherever you stream your podcast. Make sure you're checking us out. And we're gonna eat some of these Christmas cookies.
I love those bells.
You guys have a great rest of the day, though. And don't forget, you got to remember one thing for me until next episode. And what's that, David?
It's all about the chase.
Yeah! Woo, woo, woo! Oh, you hit the
TV.
screen. I totally missed. Hey, anyways, top
Top
chat.
guys.
Ow.
Top chat.